Goody.
Hello, Planet Watchers. Welcome to Sagittarius, the Archer.
Hello. I know we're coming into the Christmas season. I'm so trying to get in the mood. Isn't
Oh
it
my
awful?
God, I don't want to hear it.
I know, but still, we've got to look at this sometime soon. Well, we've got a lot of ground to cover between now and then, so we'll talk about more immediate stuff.
Yeah, so what's coming up immediately for Sagittarius that we need to know about?
Well, there are a couple of big themes that are hanging on, the things that we've talked about in the past. We've still got this wonderful trine between Saturn and, let's talk about the other one. The major sextile of the slow planets is still very, very operative. That is to say, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. We've talked about this for a couple of months now, and it's still very operative. It's still looking really, really good for especially electrical, medical, nuclear
Hmm.
research. Still going strong. We've talked a few times about all the fantastic progress that's being made in exoskeletal development,
Right.
using using electrodes to allow people to get mobile again. This is so exciting. I keep coming back because here a lot of the work is being done here in Switzerland. And so every couple of days we get flashes on the news about new stuff that's coming on. Very, very exciting. So I'm going to bore you with that for another couple of months. But it's just really fascinating for so many people. And there are a lot of them suffering from all types of neuromotor diseases that are going to so totally pick up on this new technology. It's still going strong, still very operative. We're going to see some dissipation of this wonderful trine that's in the sky, because Uranus is going retrograde and is moving kind of out of the this wonderful alignment. Also, Pluto will be changing sign the first time in January of 1920 or 2024. So we're going to see some slowdowns in this progress. And I think, especially on the Uranian side, treating electricity, I think we're going to see some going back to the drawing board and trying to do this a little better, because there seem to be some problems around the neurological and electrical reactions otherwise, other places in the body. You know, we're going to see short circuits of pacemakers and a few other things like that that need some closer examination. So
Okay.
all this wonderful news is a very good, but remains to be put in mainstream usage. It's just not going to happen really too soon. Still very exciting stuff. And we're going to see this development in all kinds of, all kinds of communications technology as well. As soon as we're talking about Uranus, we're talking about all kinds of modes of communication. Certainly the internet and all the rest. This is exactly Uranian stuff.
Mhm.
Also, we're going to finally see some work coming out of the strikes of in the media.
Yeah.
Some of the writers' strikes and actors and so on are going to get back to work, and this is going to be a very good technique tendency, I think.
Good.
So that's one I find really interesting. It might sound too sexy to us on the ground here. This is all going on in very high spheres. But we'll as soon as the technology is well in hand, we're all going to take advantage of it. So keep keep your eye on this space.
Hey, watch the space.
The other nice theme that I have in mind for us is a very nice big trine going on in the water signs between Saturn. We have Pallas, Athena, and Vesta. So
Yeah.
who's involved in this? It's a really nice structural kind of a trine that's going to allow very happy news for home builders, home designers. people who are getting into the mood to do some major renovations or going out buying for the perfect house. This is going to be very good in that direction. And as all of these are going on in the water signs, I'm thinking that boat designers and boat builders, people who are looking for that lakeside home, people who are looking for a slot for their yacht, these people are going to take advantage of this information as well. So this is going on really strong throughout December, actually, throughout from the 11th to the 20th of December. We're going to get a lot of help too, coming from Jupiter, who's going to hop in and help consolidate a very nice kite formation, which always allows us to get ahead in our different projects, considering these subjects. This is also interesting times. In the water signs, we always are involved in emotional development, emotional situations. And so I'm thinking that this sort of seriousness of Saturn and Pallas Athena, who's here, are going to allow a certain sort of serious approach to our different emotional uh, hopes. It's going to be useful for, I'm thinking of situations like internet dating, fixing contracts with dating sites. This is important to have a right time to put yourself in these sites. This is always useful. Again, we come back. Also useful to draw up contracts in for marriage and for other partnerships. Very nice time. And also looking to contract adoption proceedings.
Oh,
All
wow.
of these things are going to take serious advantage of the seriousness of Saturn and Pallas Athena that are getting involved here.
Mhm.
Vesta brings to mind also kitchen renovation too, and so things that we're getting ready, bathrooms. As soon as we're talking about water, we're having a look at your spas and your bathrooms and your swimming pools, and they're not necessarily in a very good place unless you're living in Florida to be building swimming pools these days. But the tendency is there, and you can certainly get plans on paper for these next few months to come up.
Mhm.
Nothing terribly useful in all this, the little parenthesis, nothing terribly useful is going to happen before the 9th of December. The sun coming into Sagittarius is going to be making a square, a rather serious square to Saturn. And so all of our best laid plans kind of get crunched into the wall, and you'll find various reasons why you're not able to do what you think you want to do until after that, until about the 9th of December. But the planning is there. The idea of getting in contact with the right people, lining up your builders, lining up your different agencies is definitely good. And we have some very, very nice moon days. I'll give you these, the 25th of November, also the 29th, the 4th of December, the 9th and 10th of December, the 13th, the 18th, and still the 23rd of December. These are days when the moon is going to be helping out in this big trine, and we can use all the help we can get, right? Right.
Absolutely.
So those are some of the big ideas that we can use, that we should be using during this month, which is otherwise kind of quiet, I must say, astrologically. Not a whole lot else is going on. There is a very nice parallel. Venus and Mercury are staying in parallel in the between the air and the fire signs. They're in a very nice sextile that's going to last basically all month. Very nice. Venus and Mercury have a lot to talk about. This will be an exchange of love letters. This will be hot dating on the internet. This will be very pleasant, though. In the air signs, it's always extremely mental and rather sophisticated. But that's good. That's good. A lot of written exchange, as I said. There's a lot of poetry being sent out and received these days, and this is fine. Sagittarius makes us think too about going out of bounds, going across the country or across the waters to meet people coming from other places, or foreign people that are in your immediate vicinity, want looking at. And this kind of hookup is going to be very exciting, I think, this month. Now, later on, these two planets stay, Venus and Mercury, stay in connection, but they're going to slip into the earth and the water signs after the 9th and 10th of December, 13th of December. So the same kind of contact is going on, but probably on a more, I want to say, a more touchy-feely kind of relationships. There, you'll be in contact with people you're working with people you want to create or construct things with. It's much less mental and a lot more feet on the ground kind of thing, so to speak. But still, there's room for that. And the relationship values are basically the same. Venus and Mercury, especially for Virgos, I must say, with Mercury alive like this, are going to be taking advantage of this kind of flirtatious, constructive contacts with people. They're against some very good moon days. We've got the 23rd and also the 27th, 28th of November. Then the 1st and 2nd of December. And then the earth and water signs are going to take advantage on the 9th and 10th of December, the 13th of December. Now, this is where I have to signal that all of this not necessarily comes to a screeching halt, but we're going to see some change in attitudes after the 13th of December, when Mercury, our famous Mercury, is slipping into retrograde once again.
Wow.
Until from the 13th December until the 2nd of January. So the
Oh,
whole time of holiday travel, I want you all to just really double check your travel plans. Anything you're putting in the mail, do it twice. All of this kind of thing, these complications that we can see with Venus, with the Mercury in retrograde, want really careful taking care of. Have a good look, see what's going on. The other only, I think this is fun news. I think Venus and Mercury, that are going to be in such nice contact the whole time, are going to allow for some very pleasant holiday attitudes, and all of these preparations, how office parties and so on should be really, really fun. Have a good time and just relax. Nothing serious has to come out of any of this. It'll just be fun to make new friends, catch up with old friends, especially in the earth and water signs. You'll be catching up with some old people that you've known, and certainly with Mercury retrograde, it's a time to go back and find some old friends. I don't know if in the States you have a lot of family and other school reunions and so on going on around the holidays,
oh,
but it should be, yeah, it should be fun. It should be fun. We've got a very good atmosphere for this kind of carrying on.
oh, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the good news. Now, I also have to emphasize the importance, it's a rather grim importance, of the square happening between Mars and Saturn, uh, especially close from the 24th of November till the 10th of December. Then they get a little bit farther away. But it's an important square because it just hurts. Mars, Saturn are going to bring on a lot of broken bones. You've got to be careful skiing. You've got to be careful ice skating. You know, I'm living in a country where people are skiing all around me, right? It starts now until March. And this is the season where all the bone surgeons and so on are setting broken bones left and right. We see so much lack of preparation, lack of warming up exercise. This is really a key. And Mars square Saturn makes you stiff. So get in good condition before you go out skiing and carrying on. Skating counts too. All of these things that require just careful listening to your body and getting ready to be getting involved in all these sports. The same is true for dancing. If you're going out tangoing on high heels, just be really careful. So, so that's really my only dark cloud message this month. Otherwise, we're in pretty good shape, I've got to say.
That's great. I mean, we're going to the holiday season. The Mercury retrograde during holiday season, holiday travel does not make me feel great, but you just double check everything.
Everything, your schedules especially, be really careful about, keeping schedules, allowing time for bad weather. All of these things need, we'll probably see with that a lot of delays and cancellations of planes and trains and things like that. Got to be a little bit ready for that during a bad weather Mercury retrograde. But that's kind of part of the package. And take your pill, be cool, whatever it takes to get over the hump, and we'll all get to the 1st of January in good shape.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah. Great stuff for Sagittarius. All right. Well, the holidays are barreling toward us, like it or not.
They are. From my end, I can only stop and wish all of you in America a very happy Thanksgiving. That's coming up really soon too, isn't it?
Really soon. Yeah. Today we're recording this on the 14th. It's next week is things.
It is. It is. It is. It's just jumping in there. So anyway, I hope you'll all have a very safe, if you're out traveling, very safe trip and a lot of fun in with your friends and family and great turkeys and all the rest.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Well, we will see you then next in Capricorn 2024, starting off the new year.
We shall indeed. Okay, everyone be very, very careful, very good to each other and yourselves. Until then.